So now I'd like to introduce the third and final Innovation Award winner, Heartland-based Wearable Technologies, Inc. After losing his 2-year-old daughter in a tragic accident, Wearable Technologies founder and CEO Deepak Arora began looking at the number of lives lost due to similar accidents each day. That led to the development of a wearable device that uses artificial intelligence and machine learning to detect, predict, and protect against hazards. Please welcome Deepak Arora.
Hi, everyone. So first of all, I feel very privileged today to be here and accepting this award, and especially want to thank all the BizTimes Media group, especially Ashley, again, for running our story first time when we started. And definitely it's been a long journey, even though it feels like just a couple of years, but it definitely added a couple more years on top. So definitely a long journey to go. The couple things I would like to talk today is mainly about what keeps you up at night is the go-to factor. So there are 3 things that I've learned in this journey so far. If you're not in it, don't be in it. If you're not convicted to run through it, just don't even start. If you have started, quit as soon as you possibly can. That was the first motto of mine, is if I can do it, I would do it, otherwise I would quit. But given the passion and the conviction behind the story is what kept me going, and it will keep me going for the rest of my life. That part I'm 100% sure about. The second piece that I've learned over time is having a great legal partner with you is definitely the right move, and we are blessed to have Jay with us as part of our journey from Godfrey and Khan. So definitely that's the second advice: as you're growing in your business, have a legal partner next to you who can sit with you, chat with you, and tell you the right path to take. But as you grow, you'll have 100 things running as a founder where you need to put your best foot forward is, and that's where you need the legal advice. The third thing, I think everybody, even Mr. Wayne said, Paige said, building the team right from the get-go. Don't shy about hiring the best talent out there. You know you have to run scared in terms of how much cash you're burning, but those people are the one that will bring the value back into the team and the company. So having anybody who's matched up with your culture of the company, have any societal engagement with you, the same company's culture is, those are the people you want to hire. And we have gone around the country to hire talent like that, and we're bringing them into Wisconsin so that they can be part of the ecosystem. So that's the third advice I would want to give. There is something that I would like to tell as well, just based on what we have learned so far. Does anybody know Wisconsin is the worst state where the fall accidents happen? This is as part of the last year's report. It's mainly because of aging, and that's where our technology will come in, and I'll talk about it a little bit briefly. But Wisconsin has become the #1 state of fall accident-related deaths, and that's where our technology is supposed to help out. And the way we're progressing, the projection is by 2030, in the next decade, Wisconsin will be the leading state in terms of people over the age of 65. So the whole US itself as a nation will be 20% over 65 years, but Wisconsin will be at 32%, over 2 million people, population of 65. And that's where the advice goes back to the community, is to build that awareness and education that the technology exists today that can help you prevent those incidents. And our story started with my own daughter, but the challenge exists even on both ends of the vulnerable population. There was a study done just recently by CDC that said 5.6 million kids do not even make it to their 5th birthday worldwide. 250,000 just in US alone. And the same number exists over the age of 85. So about 10 million lives are lost to preventable accidents. And that's where I'll talk a little bit about our innovation. Our innovation is very unique in itself. It's very challenging. Nobody has done it before, so we're obviously learning as we grow. But the innovation itself is you can put it as a pin on your thing or put it as a wristwatch, and it can continuously monitor your whereabouts. The one definitely unique thing with us is we're bringing the machine learning and AI platform on with it that runs constantly on the device. So it's learning as you're moving along, but it also predicting what it can happen with you. So not just detecting it, but predicting is the biggest part of the model that we're building. And with that, I would continue with the challenges that we have run so far and how we have overcome them as well. The biggest challenge for us was, again, our partner earlier, Chad mentioned, is the funding. I call it as fish. Funding is so hard. So the fish concept is what I've been dealing with so far, but I think we've been fortunate enough that we've been able to raise enough that we can launch the product next year. We are launching our beta next year, next month actually. The first beta is going live. But definitely continuation with the macroeconomics we're dealing with is the biggest challenge that we'll run into next year. So far, like I said, we've been lucky. Everything has been Wisconsin-based. All the funding we have secured is nothing outside Wisconsin. But at some point, we'll have to go outside the state to find out. The challenge we're trying to overcome is building our marketing platform from get-go, reaching out to other states as well. We're going to be part of an Austin-based event in March. So those are the other areas I think we need to horizon up a little bit more as entrepreneurs. Just not start locally, but then think organically and grow outside. So having marketing run in parallel is what our main goal is right now. So as soon as we start moving. The other thing, the sustainability aspect of innovation. As a background of electronics and computer science, I think it's in my DNA, so to speak, to continue to innovate. And even in my dreams, I think about innovating sometimes, which is odd. But it's just being part of the culture that we're building to sustain as we go forward. If you're not an innovator, you won't be an innovator, and that's why you need people to go with you. But that's where I think you need to keep building your sustainability movement and have a culture of innovation and growth in your mindset. And continuously innovating. You can't just sleep one day and then you're done. You have to continuously elaborate and evolve as you go along. I think that's where I will end for today. But thanks a lot, everybody, for being here.